Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my second Mario Kart for the Switch 2 prediction video, and this is just a little series I'm doing. And this video I'm predicting items. I'm also 64 here, and I hope you like this video, and I hope you like and subscribe after you watch it, Heck, leave a comment, engagement's really good, it's the only way you can live. And that is the YouTube algorithm. First thing I have to mention is just everything we know so far about really Mario Kart for the Switch 2 in general, which will be Frank 2's Mario Kart 9. We don't know a whole lot, we got like a small snippet in the Switch 2 trailer, and there's not really any items we know of at this current moment, except for this strange, mysterious, glowy thing at the side of the trailer. It appears to be a bag and likely is like holding food or something. I know some people are thinking it might possibly have something to do with the Wonder Flower, but yeah, no, you're wrong. I think this bag is some kind of collectible, and I think it's similar to the purple coins, maybe Mario Wonder, where it's like a second collectible alongside just like regular coins. I have three possible theories for what I think it might be. 1. These are collectibles that help you unlock missions for like a possible mission mode, like that collectible that's like shaped like a bag, like gives you a mission mode, you have to like buy a bunch of burgers or something, I don't know. Second thing, these are items that have preset item effects, so like on like regular items, you have to go out of your way to get these, but you know what item you're gonna get no matter what. Like this one gives you like the burger power-up or something, and you go fast for like 10 seconds or something, I don't know. The third thing is it's like some kind of item for the new gimmick of the game, which is probably the most likely, like a pickup or a repair or something like that, something involving the main gimmick of the entry, which I will predict possibly in a future video, Be a good time to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know when that comes out. Besides that, there are no real confirmed items for this new Mario Kart game, besides the fact that we know that there's item boxes, which is gonna make this video just suck to make, which, yeah. Well, my first prediction is that, I think 36 items will be in the next Mario Kart game. On top of that, I think that the 22 items from the last Mario Kart game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, will just carry over. 23 were actually in the game, but I don't think the Crazy 8 will return. Of all these things, I just kind of want to mention a couple of things I think will be changed about the specific items. I think coins will still be an item, will function the exact same way in races, but when you leave the races, instead of you just like getting a random like car part, you can instead buy stuff from like a shop in the game, like skins or kart parts. Oh yeah, for anyone who didn't watch my prior video, I predicted skins, and you should watch that video. Cough cough, wheeze wheeze, hack hack, Next item I would like to note is the feather, and it used to be exclusive to battle mode, which I think it will just not be in this game, and I think it will just like let you jump higher and be a little bit more useful, My final item I want to note is the triple banana, which I think, mark my words, I'm telling you this right now, I think the bananas will instead be held, all three of them lined up behind you like how they do in the older games. Mark my words on this one, I swear. And those are just all the items from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I think will return. All of them will, except for the 8 Deluxe. I will stand on that hill. I think the 8 Deluxe power-up sucks. Next 4 items I have to predict are new ones-ish, which I'll explain, but more or less I'm predicting that the items, the double mushroom, green shells, red shells, and bombs will show up. So in Tour, double bombs is a power-up, and I think that's the only double power-up in the entire series. And I think in this game they will add mushroom, green shells, red shells, and just like the bombs from Tour as power-ups, as a sort of way of balancing out the roster, so middle and top players can get different more powerful power-ups. Also I'm just kind of lazy and I make the script easier myself because I got a lot of videos to pump out, and it'd be real nice to have a shorter video. That rounds up our total number to 26. This is going to be 10 more items for me to predict, but before we do anything more, I would like to mention some other things I'm predicting, just sort of like a little break in the middle of this video. I'm thinking that custom items, where you can choose your specific items, will return, as I think the double item carry ability will carry over, and on top of that, I think, so you can choose custom items, I think you can choose how many items you can carry, That'd be really funny, like how there's like, you'd have like only blue shells, and like, you can carry 20 of them or something like that. That'd be kind of goofy, Show off the Switch's power by having you be able to carry like that many items. Well, that's almost over for my intermission. I'd like to mention one more thing. Have a nice day. Yeah, you heard me. Have a nice day. And I would also like to have a nice day, so you can make me have a nice day by subscribing and liking the video and sharing it and turning on your notifications and commenting on it and following me on all my socials. Yeah, you should do that. Well, intermission is over, and back to my regular content. Now that we have 10-ish items I have left, I mentioned we have 26, and I think 5 will be returning. There's going to be 5 new items. For 5 returning items, I have just a list of what I think will return. I think the Tanuki Leaf, the Thundercloud, the Fake Item Box, the Ice Flower, and the Banana Bunch will all return. Now for me to kind of explain my reasoning, and I will get back to the 5 new items I'm predicting. I think that the Tanuki Leaf will return, as I think it just makes total sense to return, as it's a perfect balancing item for top players. Honestly, I thought it was an 8 Deluxe for the longest period of time. I mean, like a Mandela effect thing, but I swear it's in the game. All I'm gonna say is I played 7 a little bit, okay? Played like a road trip with like someone who like had it, an actual cartridge and played it over like the DS LAN play thing. A lot of fun. All I'll have to say is hope it returns. It's a nice balancing item for top players. Next I'm predicting is the Thundercloud. It will function similar to how it is in the Wii, where it's a hot potato item that shrinks you after a while. The thing in this game, it will show you a little timer in the corner, like where the item is, like how they do for the Fire Flower, and it'll let you see how much time you have left. I also think it'll give you the option so you can pass the item to another player by just throwing like a green shell. But if you throw at them, well, they have it now, and they have this period of time to give it to someone else. But the thing is, if you miss it, what happens is it'll just return to you automatically after like a certain period of time, and you automatically shrink down. That's what this thing will be. Next up, I'm predicting the Fake Item Box, which I don't even know why I was in an 8 Deluxe, honestly. Like, they brought back the Boo, but they didn't bring back the Fake Item Box. What's going on at Nintendo, dude? I swear. I think it will function, so the Fake Item Box, I just think it'll function the same as it did in prior games, except I think it'll look more like the N64 design, with just a hint of red, instead of like the darker red that they did at Double Dash and Wii. Like, what were they thinking? Next, I predicted the Ice Flower, which I think will function, I don't know I don't know what it functioned like in Tour, because I never really played it, but I think it'll function similar to the Fire Flower, where there's a timer, and I think the effect will be different, where when you throw it at a cart, it will freeze them up, similar to how like you do with like a Freezy and like a Sherbert Land when you like run into one of them. More or less, I think that's how they do in Tour, but instead you throw 3 at once. And I think they do the same thing with Fire Flower, I believe. So just kind of imagine that. I don't know. A final item I really predicted is the Banana Bunch, and I think it'll just function the exact same way as in Mario Kart 64. And heck, the reason I didn't put the double bananas in my predictions is because this is already on the list. It makes total sense. Well, now that I've predicted all of the returning items, I'm going to predict 5 new items. My first prediction is that the Elephant Fruit will become an item. I think it'll function like the Tanuki suit, the Tanuki Leaf, where the thing is you get bigger, like a little bit bigger than you do actually, so you're like a bit of a bigger target, and you can still get hit. But the thing is, you flail around like your little nose, like your little, and more or less it functions like the Tanuki, but instead it's in the front, so I think it'd be pretty helpful for back players, My next prediction for an item is the Cloud Power-Up, where it'll function where you activate it, and if you fall off a cliff, it just like won't affect you and just like fly over it. Sort of like the bubble, I guess, but like you have like free control to fly wherever you want. My third prediction is that there'll be a Twister power-up. I think it'll just work, you can just like chuck it at another player, and they'll get trapped in it, and it'll go on for like 10 seconds or so, and just like it can like pick up multiple players and get like bigger over time. I think there's a Twister power-up in Mario Kart, the Mario Kart arcade games, but I'm not going through that list of like 70 plus items to find it. But yeah, I just think it'll work like that. My fourth prediction is a frog suit power-up from, Mario 3. And I think where you can swim at a fast speed whenever you're underwater. But on land, you just have, one... You can use it as, just one jump. And it just, works as the Cape Feather in that situation. My final prediction for an item is I think that they'll just bring back the bomb cart from Mario Kart 64 as an item. And it just functions the exact same way in that game, but just, not in battle mode. So, just like that, we've got 36 items done that I'm done predicting. And that's all my videos. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you join me for my next video in my Predicting Mario Kart 9 series. It'll either be on Retro Tracks or Battle. I don't have a release date yet, as I kind of have a wacky release schedule. I've been really busy, as I mentioned before in my prior video. Watch it. But I can assure you that both those videos will come out before April 2nd, as well as I have a third possible video that I want to make of just me predicting miscellaneous things for Mario Kart 9. Yeah. And you'll figure out by just like turning on some notifications, or I don't know, like watching my channel every once in a while to check in on if I released it. It'll hopefully the both of them should hopefully come out before April 2nd, and if I'm not able to finish them in time, I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, that's all I have to really say. Watch out for the next couple of videos. I'll maybe post when I'm working on them in the community, and even on my Twitter. I'm shilling it out. And just join me for my next video. Lost Level 64 out.